So, a Republican representative from Texas, Chip Roy, has introduced a bill ensuring that everybody, every state around the country needs to that citizens need to produce an ID before they can vote. Now, according to the Constitution, voting occurs on the state level, so the way elections are conducted is a state issue. Nonetheless, regarding the issue of voter ID and elections, of course, the Democrats don't want this because there are illegal aliens on the roll. So we have Hakeem Jeffries calling it voter suppression. So it's not voter suppression; it's fraud suppression is really what he means. And like I said, it's not about poverty. Being poor does not prevent you from voting. Yeah, it may make it more difficult. Maybe you have to walk to the polling place. Maybe you have to work. And a lot of people are in that boat. It's not about having the ability to have access to an ID. Everybody has. I mean, homeless people have IDs. So it's not about that. It's about illegal aliens who are working as slave laborers inside the United States, which, by the way, benefits the elite because they want the slave labor. If you're own a food processing plant or something like that, they hire illegals. Your buddies, you're close to the Democratic Party, involved in human trafficking, etc. Yeah, of course, they don't want voter IDs because these are the people that are giving them that extra bit of vote, right? It changes the math. It changes what the politicians on a national level will have to do. For example, president especially, right? So if you had voter ID and if you cleaned up the voter rolls, say in Arizona, maybe Arizona isn't so much a swing state anymore, right? So that changes things. California, look at how much fraud is going on in California. And a lot of that has to do with illegal aliens voting in California. Maybe California isn't so far to the left. It's coming out that way in part because of the so-called voters there. And I put that in quotes, voters, because they're not citizens. This has been uncovered many times over, but Hakeem Jeffries is just betting on your stupidity when he calls it voter suppression. It's not voter suppression. But as this issue gets to the forefront, and I hope that it does, I can't wait for more and more people in the establishment, the left/establishment, calling it voter suppression. I'm almost certain, maybe I shouldn't name names, but certain well-known people that are commentators will call it voter suppression. So anyway, that's with that. And I know you know that as well, but I wanted to make a comment on it.